inside voices.
Take your best shot, asshole!
In the event you become trapped in a space with one or more mosquitoes, try standing still. Just kidding. You died long before a mosquito grew tired of stinging you.
Let him off!
Caution advised. Mosquito venom sacs release the chemical, patent pending, name withheld, that makes a single sting up to 12
Don't worry,
times
I'll
more
keep my
painful
distance.
and deadly than that of organic wasps.
Timeline discrepancy detected. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis. This discarded canister is typical of the R-mounted storage tanks on the orchard's agricultural mechanicals. However, it is not currently attached to a mechanical. This canister contains a high amount of vinegar in addition to water. Warning. Use of vinegar, a known herbicide on purpleberry saplings, is a violation of Rizzo's agriculture. These canisters can typically be found in the nursery storage building in the purpleberry orchards, except for this one, which can be found chemical makeup of substance, 50% water, 50% vinegar, trace amounts of woolly.
Oh, wait. I'm supposed to say the slogan. It doesn't matter if you're you or me. We're all part of the Rizzo's family.
I thought that was, a real good effort. Keep at it.
No jest? Well, that's a wager I sure would have lost. Guess even a busted spectrometer can be right if you hold it to the light, huh? I'm sure you've guessed it, but I'm not the best at remembering slogans. And when I can't remember them, I tend to just make them up. But I guess that's why I'm just an intern and not a full-timer. At least, not yet. Oh yes, I thought I saw someone who looked self-important enough to be her by the conservatory some time ago. Not to speak ill of the dead, I simply never liked the way she stole the limelight from the true star. Burbage 3001. I certainly am. That aerodynamic chassis? How the light glints off. Excuse me. I gotta... Who? I suppose so. What? No, that's ridiculous. I can't tell you I've never made any mistakes, but it'd be pretty hard to keep my job. Though there was the time I tried to fix a broken hinge on one of our mosquito hives and released a swarm. Chased me around the orchards 3 times before I managed to get help. Don't I know it? Worker friend of mine ran afoul of one of the swarms and had to get new kidneys. Not due to renal failure, but because the mosquitoes kept stinging his kidneys. Don't worry though, mosquitoes are typically only about when living folks aren't in the orchards. No. The mosquitoes are incredibly helpful for the orchards. They almost never get out either, and when they do, it's just a matter of recalling. But this is all the Hold a moment. You haven't found anything, have you? Well, maybe. I might have had a supersized cup of mixed purpleberry punch and lemon slab. Look, I know what you're thinking, but I have the proper permit to mix those drinks. I just left it in my...
I doubt it. I've used that exact same...
Hey, we have a lot of uniforms. It's hard keeping track of all your belongings. How did you notice? The diagnostic normally takes hours, and that's only if humidity's low. I wanted to take the initiative to try and make it faster. Why should weed killer affect saplings? Weed killer. It's in the name. It should kill only weeds. But there's nothing to come clean about. I've just been doing my best out here. It's not so different from being a regular worker. Oh, work-wise, I do a bit of everything. The orchards have been short-staffed as long as I've been working here. Much higher chance of promotion. I can prove my merit here and move up in the world. And the sooner I do that, the sooner I can set to improving things for everyone else. Wow, that's some decidedly paranoid thinking. I can't imagine someone ever doing... Much as I love delivering coffee, and don't tell anyone I said this, but I sometimes feel that our workers could be treated a little better. So I'm shooting for administration in Rizzo. Happy to enlighten you on... Let me know if there's anything I can... What do you think you're doing? I don't have time for this. They're on us.
You're back, I see.
I think it...
How's the investigation going? All right, let's hear the details.
Ha! New Please. We're subtle, but that's too subtle. If we wanted to destroy your saplings, you'd have known them by the blackened remnants of their stems.
A drink? I ain't ever heard of no saboteur dumping drinks all over equipment to destroy it. Right.
How many times do I have to tell you this, old man? Slug isn't behind your problems. Slug wouldn't even need to cause you problems. Your own workers...
Huh. You didn't destroy any of them? Reckon I would've...
One less expense for you to explain to your bosses.
So what were the fine details of the sabotage anyhow? Were Slug's lackeys trying to get the mechanicals to kill all our waspitos? Of course.
In your delusion...
That seems like a question you should be asking yourself. Well, yes, it's possible to manually start and end cycles in Hive Control, but we keep a careful watch on it.
Stop wasting everyone's time. Let's go through this one final time.
Talk about ghosts all you like, but someone was screwing with my orchards. You picked a hell of a time to lose your tongue over there, friend. I guess I can't force you to tell me anything. Right now, we of the orchards have to settle things with Slug. I reckon that you're about as impartial a third party as we're gonna get.
Ah, what the hell. The orchardist seems to get off on complicating what should be a simple deal, but at this point, I just want to be paid and go. The pollen in the air is agitating.
Never liked paying bits if I ain't gotta, but you're right. Thoughts, Slug Boy?
I think that's the first interesting suggestion.
Swear to the architect, Matthias, if you've lost your rifle's ionization coil again. Oh, wait, you ain't part of my crew. What do you want? Tightly wound? Tightly wound? Damn right, I'm fine. I'm going to my comm place, where there's peace and quiet. On behalf of Slug, I'd like to apologize for that outburst, as well as all of my future outbursts. Between the landing pad, lockdowns, gate closures, and constant questions from angry guests, I've got a lot on my plate. I wish. Matthias is about as useful. Wouldn't give a damn if he were lost. If you're serious, I'd appreciate the help. He's been missing a few days, and we're low on staff as it is. The missing crew member's Evan O'Connell. He's one of about 2 Slug agents I can trust with more complex tasks than friendly type. Well-behaved, followed orders. Anyone else, I'd think they got drunk and fell asleep in a ditch somewhere, but he was last stationed at the Wilderness checkpoint. I'd search there.
Rizzo Special Vodka.
belonging to this wilderness checkpoint.
I hope I didn't get...
Why would anybody bring raptidons up here? Don't this hotel have a policy on animals? Nice going.
This is how top rungers like to enjoy nature. From far away and with a stiff drink. I get it.
Really is stunning. I told you, didn't I? The view's fit to stop one's heart. Really, considering the circumstance.
like to visit. Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
I understand there was an incident at the orchards. The pollination cycle began without my authorization. Fortunately, you managed to save most of the hive. The wasp-ketos are essential to the orchards can be a dangerous place, but something about this incident troubles me. You have my attention. That's deeply upsetting. Dr. Leor, we have a murderer on the loose, Inspector. As if her commitment to her NDA was admirable. I'll make sure to accelerate the payout of her death benefits to her next of kin. Interesting. The Rizzo's family is a small... Still, any information is good information. It troubles me to believe Leora could have... If there's anything else you'd like to share, you have my attention. Insisted. That's interesting. We'd scheduled a tour of the lab for Helen. Purely a public relations event to be held sometime. Then again, Helen and I were not well acquainted. I can't speak to her intentions. A picnic? I don't recall approving a private social gathering at the Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Was there anything else? That's troubling, to say the least. Any transfer of proprietary... A clever deduction, Inspector. That gives us a little information to work with. Yes, I share your suspicions. Someone didn't... This feels like more than corporate espionage. Someone's playing with us, Inspector. Did you discover anything else? This incident at the orchards must be connected to Helen's murder somehow. My apologies, Inspector. This case is under your jurisdiction. When you're ready, I suggest a word with the hotel coroner. She should have finished her autopsy, but...
Captain, there's someone in your room. I was going to forcibly show him the error of his ways, but I thought you may wish to do the honors.
Oh, sweet gibbering law! Where'd you come from? Sorry, let me just... Whoa, 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 it's not what it looks like. Easy, friend. No need to get violent. There are as many reasons to spare my life. I'll give you 2 reasons. First, I am a valuable asset to the... And secondly, I'm just here doing a job for a VIP. Mascot, I am acting on behalf of Mr. Black Hole Bertie. I don't have a lot of time, but Mr. Bertie sent me to retrieve a message. Something he recorded for Ms. Bellamy while he was... You found the recording? Oh, well, that's just sweeter than a fistful of purple berry pie. Will you meet me later, over at the pilot house? I swear, from the bottom of my... What? But please don't hurt me. I'm sorry. The pilot house complex. Meet me there, and I'll tell you...
Hope you've been enjoying your stay. Are you enjoying the amenities?
Did I
drop on us?
Smile, damn you! I just want to be your friend!
That's the last of them.
What the? Huh? What was that? I'll bury you!
I'm gonna show you how to
Get rid of the bodies!
I could use a new pair of glasses. Can't imagine.
Captain, look out!
I'll hear it.
Past that armor!
That's the last of them.
Timeline discrepancy detected. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Discrepancy detected. Rizzo's company policy clearly states that all proprietary mascots must exhibit signs of Excellent observation, Inspector. Have you deduced a possible cause of death? Unusually small entry wounds indicate exotic weaponry. Closest approximations are 1. Incident involving a game of darts. 2. Yes, Inspector. The Needler. Bespoke handgun carried and wielded by Halcyon. Famously deployed by Halcyon Helen in Terror on Monarch. This weapon was responsible for executing the Chief of the Savages, played by Spencer Woolridge. This unit is incapable of providing ethical advice. This unit is also in... timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This empty bottle of spirits does not belong to any known corporate brand. So, excellent deduction, Inspector. Imbibing of unauthorized beverages. Ingredients include antiseptic alcohol, sucrose, and unidentifiable miscellaneous organic material. Closest match. Counterfeit spirits of...
Wish I had a telescope like this. Hey, you can see into the hotel rooms with that thing.
Rizzo's...
Here they come!
Don't you frown at me!
Trying to infect me with your sorrow? Feels good. Feels fun. Oh! I just wanted to make you smile!
Inspector, good to see you. Let me just grant you access. Welcome to the...
Hey, you! We've been looking for you, and by what? Been real busy sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, Sluglight Underground don't like...
He's trying so hard. It's actually kind of sad.
Should have kept your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. Well, you ain't gonna stick that nose anywhere ever again. Quick, everyone! Get...
Incoming!
Put 'em down!
Everybody okay? Great. Reminds me of Moreau's. Just a bit.
Hey, I saw your ship. The Unreliable, right? It's a real beauty.
What do you want? Shh, not so... How'd you know it was me? Yeah, that makes sense. I'm in no mood to sign autographs, and I hate disappointing fans. So I'm lying low. You know, well, they ain't talking to me. Oh, what's it matter? Helen's gone. She's gone, and I've been trying to find who did this. That's what she would do. Track down the killer, but I'm stumped. And not very clever. Being bright with that, I can do. So, how do I help? I was getting blotto with the rest of the Ranger. You know.
Drunk is the...
The team noticed I was in a bad way when I got back to the hotel. When I told them Helen and I were Splitsville, they wanted to cheer me up. We were up the pole afore evening. The hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account of all the crying, and we ended up at the wilderness exploitation. There was this one cow off away from the others. I don't know. We were... My memory's a little muddled after... I reckon not. See, I went to the weather station. I was looking for where Helen stashed her... She'd asked me to get it, mind. I wasn't stealing. I'm no thief. Sure did. Only there was... She started yelling about how I was trespassing and in serious trouble. Thing is, it was real dark out there. I wasn't keen on conversing, okay? I was drunk and holding someone else's data pad. And ran like the Rangers were down by 3 and I just bronzed the toss ball in the Friday zone. I didn't know where I was going, but my legs took me... I mean, to my... fridge... Raider. Can we pretend I did... I don't want to tell you. I'll get in trouble. Look, I talked to Auric, okay? Auric West. Hangs out around the spaceport. He's the one who taught me the breathing exercise. Confidant is like... confidence. What's torrid mean? Don't get the wrong idea, okay? Auric's not a bad guy, he's just... So now you have the whole story. After I talked to Auric, I went back to the hotel. Woke up the next morning with Helen's data pad in my hand and the hangover to end all hangovers. Don't know if I'll ever drink again. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you'll probably... Helen sure did have the prettiest handwriting. Yeah. Sorry. Here you go, Inspector. Hopefully they make more sense to you. Either she was writing in code or I'm dumber than a bag of hammers. I tried for hours to crack her note. I know that. But you gotta believe me. I would never hurt Helen. I want to help you find her killer, Inspector. I knew Helen better than anybody. I get it. I'll head back to the Grand Colonial. What do you want to know? I remember sending her the recording, but... Law, if I'd said something dumb, folks might think I was involved in her death. I was scared of looking You listened to it? What'd I say to Helen? Did I sound drunk? Oh, Law. I hope Helen didn't listen to it. Toss... and I would give it up in a... Yeah? Oryx, we're talking sort of science. Maybe putting effort accelerators in your body isn't always the right call, you know? Maybe they're... That sounds like... Yeah? What about her? I wish I knew. Maybe one of the higher-ups in motion pictures was giving her trouble over us? I don't know. I tried to understand, but rival actresses, maybe? Except for... Look, Helen, being with Helen was mad. What do you want to know?
Buy a bunk, huh?
Hey, pal. Hey there. You looking to unwind, friend? Maybe you're interested in something a little better than beer. Bold claim, I know. But the name's Auric. I know. Ooh, why go for that? Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, pal. Those alternatives. That's the way to go, pal. Trust. Wait, you ain't a sheriff, right? You gotta tell me if you're a sheriff. I'll be honest, I don't really know where that puts us. Can't argue with that logic. Yeah, I know, Bertie. What do you want? Yeah, that was me. Bertie's got a temper, but he's not a bad kid, you know? He's trying to work on it. Yeah. Damn shame about that. He showed up drunk at my place wanting to talk about the breakup. Helen dumped him, he said. Boy, was he in a bad way. We talked for a while, and when he felt better, I sent him back to the hotel. Told him to drink more water and get some sleep. He may or may not buy alternatives from me from time to time. A little diluted mantis or essence here, a little vitamin B negative there. Nah. What Bertie's got is a stress. He's stressed out of his mind, the poor guy. Everyone knows his name. Can't turn around without having to sign an autograph. Then you throw in playing tossball for a living. Violence like that, it does things to a body. Come on. Bertie, I worry about him, that's all.
This port seems real busy. I wonder if they're trying to compete with the Groundbreaker.
What floor would you like to... Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
I'm pleased to hear that. Bertie Holcomb is a... When Helen was murdered, Bertie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate. Try not to feel too bad for him. Bertie is a brilliant athlete. The universe has balanced his talent by making him a slackwit. Yes, I know about the woolly cow. Bertie himself was... Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Bertie killed Helen? I'm relieved to hear that. I happen to be... I'd like you to continue your investigation. Notify me as soon as you're ready to make a formal accusation. I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Bertie within the public eye than let him languish in a bar at the dock. If you're through investigating Bertie, I recommend looking into Cedric Kincannon. He's been entirely too comfortable since we began this investigation. I don't trust Cedric when he's...
What floor would you like to visit? Oh, so what authorized to the lobby we go?
Black Hole Bertie hasn't been...
If they didn't want to test...
I'll keep it down.
Inspector, not a moment too soon. I've just finished my autopsy report. Ruth Bellamy was killed by plasma damage to the upper vertebrae, the occipital bone, and the cerebellum. If it's any consolation, her death was instantaneous. I've also discovered a poisonous compound in Miss Bellamy's stomach lining ingested during her last meal. Toxic. Spencer Woolrich complained of a stomach ailment around the same time period. I assumed he was being, Spencer. But now I'm not so sure. Oh, most certainly. Well, possibly they were trying to make her extremely uncomfortable, but I suppose killing her would also satisfy that criterion. The thought occurred to me. I tested this hypothesis by vacating the contents of my stomach and testing for the presence of the same toxin. Slightly elevated levels of mercury and an alarming amount of blue food coloring. But oh, how curious. I do believe... I wonder if this has something to do with the autopsy process. She was Halcyon Helen, but as soon as I cut her open, I stopped thinking of her as Halcyon Helen. It's almost as if she stopped being an icon and became a human being. I had a feeling you'd understand.
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector? I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. That's a good point. If they give me guff, I can just tell them that they're obstructing justice. Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access. Done. You can now come and go as you please.
The brochure never...